So as of now, we saw right, what is exceptions and why we need to handle those. So whatever exceptions we are like whatever errors we are getting, so to handle those errors without interrupting the other tasks, we are using the exceptions, right? So I have multiple tasks in one program. So if some issue is there with the one task, it's not at all good to stop execution of the other tasks, right? So whatever task we think there might be an issue, so that task we can wrap inside try block and we can handle that with except. And to execute the remaining code irrespective of try and except block, we can wrap the code in finally block so that finally will execute even try execute finally gonna executes. Even if accept executes, finally gonna execute. Irrespective of try and accept, finally block going to execute. Okay.
Mm.
As of, let's see. We need to do one thing. Uh, Let me take this example. So we saw right in accept we are giving our own content, but the system content also it's going to print. So for that, what we need to accept exception as E. Okay. Accept exception as E. Just if it, it's going to tell you the exact issue, exact error or exact exception. Now L index 1, so it printed B. I will give list index out of range, okay? So 7 I will give, and if I run, see, it's telling
Out of range.
exact error, it's telling. So to tell that exact errors, what you can do, accept exception as E. So this thing you need to use, and that E you need to print so that it's going to tell you the exact error. Okay?
Okay. It's
Clear?
a method, right? Exception as E is a method.
Not a method. So in exception, the error will be there, and we are
Mm.
giving a duplicate name for this exception. So as is used to create aliases. So why we are using as in the sense to create a short name or to create alias. So we are creating alias for this exception, and the alias name is E. That's why I'm printing it. You can print a except exception you can do, and you can print that. See? So it's telling it's the exception class. So here what I'm doing, I'm giving an alias for this. Okay. Alias for this using as. So as is used to create the aliases. And if you print that E, it's going to give you the exact error. It will take the data from this one and this exception class and it will print you. Okay.
Syntax.
Yeah. Clear? List index out of range. Instead of our custom things, we can use this except exception as Z, and so that it's going to print you the exact issue with your code. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah.
So here this one is a default one, like inbuilt one. This exception class is the inbuilt one, and we can use. If you want to raise your custom exceptions, okay, if you want to raise the custom exceptions, then we can use raise keyword. Okay, to raise custom exceptions, we can use raise keyword. See why we are using the raise statement allows the programmer to force a specific exception to occur. Okay, so to specify some specific exception or specific error going to occur, we can use the raise statement. Okay, understood? So, okay, as of now, you see, right, this is the inbuilt one. The exception you see, this is the inbuilt one. Instead of that, if I want to raise custom one, so instead of accept exception as I want to raise a index error. So such a exception I want to raise on my own. Okay, I want to rise on my own. At that time, we are gonna use rise. So I will show you how you can get so that you can understand. So one second. One second. Okay, so I have a function here. Okay, I'm just creating a function here that to print the print list. And that's for printing list. Okay, and I'm passing a list to it. Are you able to understand the code that I wrote, Deepa?
Yeah, Manasa.
Uh,
Print
here,
list is empty, so it's coming to terminal. We have to give a number.
what it will do? If L means what it will do?
It's an empty list.
It's not an empty list. If L I am telling Deepa. So
Mm-hmm.
if L in the sense, it will check if there is at least one element exist or not. So if L or if you give any variable, it will check if it is empty or not. If it is not empty, then only it will execute the if block. If L in the sense what it will do, it will check whether the particular variable is empty or not. Here, it will check if the list is empty or not. If the list is not empty, it will print the data. Means it should contain at least one element inside the list. Then it will execute the print L. Otherwise, it will come to else block and it will raise this exception. Okay. Clear? Hello.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand, Deepa? I'm asking you only.
No, Manas, I didn't get that.
See, I'm again repeating. If L in the sense, okay, what it will check? It will check if the list is not empty. Means
Okay.
should contain at least one element. It can contain more than one element, but it should contain at least one element. If it contain at least one element, then it will print this list. Okay.
Mm.
If the list is empty, it will come to else block and it will raise this exception. So with this rise exception, I already told it is used to raise the custom errors. So you can do your custom thing. You can give your custom content. So I am giving this custom content. Normally,
Okay.
empty, even it's going to print empty square brackets. Instead of that, I want to tell the user the list is empty. I want to raise such exception. Okay, to raise
Mm-hmm.
an exception, I am using the raise keyword, and this exception is the class. Using that class, you can pass the error message. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah,
Do I need to explain again?
I understood.
See, now I passed one element, so it printed that one element. If I pass empty list, what it's telling? See, it's giving you error. Normally, if you give the print statement, it won't tell you anything. It's normal execution. But if you raise an exception means, it will give in the sense of error type. Understood?
Yeah, understood.
Deepa, are you able to understand or do I need to repeat again? See, normally, whenever you are getting errors, at the time only you are going to get these things, right? Some syntax error, such a things you can see. Here you can see, right, the custom exception or the custom error that we are raising based on our code.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
See, it's raising the exception with this exception class and it's telling print list is empty. Are we able to understand or not? Tell me, if you're not able to understand, I will repeat again.
No, Manas, I'm able to understand.
See, it's telling list is empty. That's why it's raising an error. It's an error only. So we are raising our custom errors. We already saw system defined errors, right? Like syntax error you saw, value error you saw, name error you saw. So it's such a different errors you saw. Those are all system defined. But here we are raising our own errors, our own exceptions. Clear how we can raise our own exceptions or how we can raise our own errors. Here, this is our own one. This is not the normal one. In else, if you print L, it's going to print empty list, empty square brackets. That's not an issue. But my requirement is my list should not be empty. If the list is empty, I need to raise an error. I need to raise an exception and saying the user the list is empty. It shouldn't be empty. Okay. In such case, we can do this. I have a requirement
Got it.
where my list should not be empty. If the list is empty, I should notify the user the list is empty. I should notify the user the list is empty and I shouldn't proceed further. I shouldn't execute any other tasks. Okay. I shouldn't execute any other tasks. Okay. So at the time, what we can do, we can use this rise keyword to raise the custom exceptions. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, though it's slow, I'm understanding.
If you're not able to get, please let me know. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have try else block. Okay. Try else block. Okay. I will show you how it will work. So you can understand in the name itself. Try else. So it's related to try. So if try block gets execute, then else block will get execution. If try block won't get execution, it won't, the else block also won't get executed. Okay. Let's see. See, in my program, I am giving list index of 7. So that is not exist. And the accept block going to execute for me. So what it's telling list index out of range. But it's not coming to else block and it's not executing the else block. In case of finally, it's going to execute irrespective of try and accept. But in case of else, if try block get execute successfully, If try block gets executed successfully, then only else block also going to execute. Okay. See, now
Okay.
a try block get executed successfully. That's why the except block also getting execution. Clear, Deepa? What is try else?
Yes. Yeah.
If try is fine, then else also get executed. If try won't get executed, then except else also won't get executed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's as of now we saw one try and one except, right? So one try block you can have multiple exceptions. Okay. Let me take one try block. Okay. I have two values. I'm taking two numbers, Deepa. So I'm taking two numbers from the user and I'm doing okay. What I'm doing first, I'm doing a plus b. For example, 10 plus 20. Okay, 20 plus 10. A is 20, b is 10. 20 plus 10, 30. Then 20
30.
minus 10. It's 10.
Mm.
I'm doing that a plus b. I'm doing addition of two numbers and I'm doing subtraction of two numbers. Then the result I'm doing division. On top of that results, I'm doing the division. Okay. For example, if the user by mistake, if the user given b value as 0, not for this, but yeah, by mistake, the user given the values of a comma b as 1 1. Okay, 1, a value as 1, not by mistake, but just he want to check it. Okay, the user gave the inputs of a comma b as 1 1. Okay, a value he gave as 1, b value he gave as 1. Okay, now
Okay.
minus 1 it's 2, but 1 minus 1 it's 0. 2 divided
Zero.
by 0. What it will happen? 2 divided by 0.
Zero.
Yeah. What it will give you? 2 divided by 0. Will it work normally?
Hello.
Yes, Deepa.
Zero.
Deepa, I think day before yesterday class, I explained you the 0 exception, right? 0 division error. Why we got the 0 division error?
Zero.
What 0, Deepa? In day before yesterday class, I told you, if we divide a number, if you divide any number with 0, it's going to give you 0 division error, right? The 0 division exception it's going to throw you. How you can divide
Okay. You're
a
asking.
how you can divide a
Zero.
number with 0?
Yeah.
The same thing here I asked you, right? 2 divided by 0 only I asked you. Did I
Mm.
ask anything different?
Okay.
Did I ask you anything different?
No.
Then at that same you should tell, right? 2 divided by 0, you are telling 0. How it will work?
Mm.
0 divided by 2 is it's 0. 2 divided by 0, it's 0 division error. It won't work. It will give you infinity.
Yeah.
Then it's 0 division error, right?
Yeah.
I already told you that, right?
Yes.
So I'm handling those exceptions. Okay. Here I'm gonna get different exceptions. Let us write a different except block So then it will pick the suitable exception block. Okay, see, 0. And here both should be of integer types, right? If I need to do addition and I need to do subtraction. At that time, both values should be of same type, right? Like both should be of integer types, right?
Mm.
Both should be of integer. But by mistake, if I give a, it's going to give you the value error. Clear? All should be integers. Instead of integers, by mistake, if I give the input as a, it's going to throw value error. Because for integer type, you can't give alphabetic as a value. Okay?
Oh.
Why we are going to use name error? When we are going to get name error, Deepa?
So whenever there is a mismatch in the names, like was even, and then I don't give the
Variable name.
cap.
Variable
Mm.
names mismatch. Okay. So if variable names mismatch is there, okay. Now we told you, right? If I give the value of 1 1 1, it's going to rise 0 division error. At that time, it should throw me this error. If I give 1a, it's value error, and it should throw me this error, right? Data should be of integer type. If I mismatch any, like instead of b, if I give c, it should give me the name error, right? So with
Mm.
one code, if I get multiple exceptions, I need to handle those exceptions accordingly. So here there is chance of getting these 3 exceptions. So I created these 3 exceptions with except blocks. Okay, let's try to execute it. Okay, first let us try to execute normal. So I will give you the first number as 20, the second number as 10. Okay, and in finally block I will print yes, else. In else block I will print the result. So I already told you when else going to execute. If try block executes successfully, then only else going to execute. If everything is fine, then I need to print the result. That's why I kept in else block. See, it's giving me the output, right? 3.0. Because try got executed successfully. That's why else also got executed and it gave me the result. Now, if I give one command, one, you can see, right? You got the 0 division error. Okay. And it's telling his number is not divisible by 0. Okay. Number is not divisible by 0. So normally, if you won't raise this exception, what it's going to do, it is going to do like give like based and something, the different error you are going to get. But here you can see the error that you raised, that you created, that you raised. So you want to raise this custom error, so you got it here. Number is not divisible by 0. Clear?
Okay.
And if I give a 1 and the first number as 1 and second number as a, see, you got
Value error.
Value error. Data should be of integer type. By mistake, if you change here to C, it will give you the,
Name error.
see, it gave you the variable name should be fine. Correct? Name
Mm.
error it gave you. So with one code, if you are trying to get, like, if you are getting different errors in different situations, you can handle those exceptions in this way. Okay,
Okay.
clear, Deepa?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you understood, right?
Yeah. So far, yes.
How to raise this custom exceptions, how it's going to match it, everything fine from you, right?
Yes.
Okay, anything else, any doubts you have?
Manas, actually, my visual, sorry, what is it? VC code I have to show you. There's some kind of in which I'm unable to. I mean, the font size, I don't know how to
One
reduce it.
second, Deepa, I will come to that. First, let us clear it.
No, up to this, I'm actually okay.
Yeah, okay. And I need to stop the recording.